safe to let your guard down. I know how it feels like to have your guard up all the time because you're scared that something will go wrong if you stop worrying about it, if you stop struggling, if you allow yourself to just breathe freely for a moment, then it feels like something is going to go wrong in your life. I know that feeling way too well. And today, I like to help you to find some peace regarding this anxiety that when you let your guard down, you will become a victim of bad people, bad situations, of fate. So you try really hard. Try to prevent the bad things from happening. There is something that's really helped me to finally let my guard down, to really take off my armor, to trust the universe provides for me. And sometimes what's meant to happen will happen. Fate sometimes really has to play itself out. And sometimes when something seems bad, difficult, but it's actually paving the way towards something much more better. And that has been my experience. I looked back in my life, my experiences, and for the first time, not from a place of being a victim, but from a place of being an observer, willing to learn, willing to let go, because I was too tired to keep my guards up all the time. So what helped me was to realize that no matter what I do, there are just certain things in this life that I cannot control. It is a truth for you as well. No matter how hard you try, there are just certain things that you cannot control. When we fight against this truth, that there are just certain things that we cannot control, we try too hard in life. We want to control other people's opinion of us. We want to control what's going to happen next. We want to control the outcome of our actions. But deep down, you know that you are not in control. To be honest, it is a good news. It means that you don't have to blame yourself when something doesn't work out. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't do your best. But I know that you always do your best. That is why you try hard. That is why your guards are up, because you care. But you care way too much, and that is a problem. When we take this life way too seriously, we end up exhausting ourselves, our inner resources, to attempt something that is not possible for as long as we're in this human body. And that is to control. Believing in something that is bigger than yourself, whether it's God, universe, the source, the one, monad, whatever you want to call the source, the divine mother. These days I have been using divine mother. Somehow using the word mother filled my heart with so much warmth. Because I never truly experienced motherly love when I was younger. Although I have much better relationship now with my mom. But I still felt like using the word mother kind of felt odd to me because I wasn't used to asking for help or guidance from my mother. But when I read the Gnostic texts where they mention that there is a divine mother and her name is Sophia, and there is another divine mother that are mentioned as Jesus used to pray, saying Divine Mother and Father. That refers to the first light when it split itself to feminine and masculine. But I just like the idea of using Divine Mother. Feel much more closer to my heart. And when I pray to her, I don't beg for anything. In my opinion, prayer is not about begging. It's about surrendering. It's about letting this divine power to take care of you. It's about trusting its wisdom and guidance and let go of control, a total surrender. And really knowing that this divine power has no reason to hurt you. The reason we have our guards up and experience anxiety is because somewhere inside of us we're convinced that universe is against us. The world is against us. Someone is out there to get us. We have to be ready for the worst case scenario. I lived like that. To be honest, that's not living. That's torture, mental torture. I questioned myself a lot. Why do I always expect the worst? Why do I believe that things won't work out for my favor? And that revealed a much more deeper problem. The problem that I had with my own self-worth. That when we don't see ourselves a worthy human being, worthy of divine love and protection, we don't feel like trusting the divine. So we wear our armors, ready for battle. But never be able to truly enjoy anything. Do you think that kind of life is worth? I would rather to put down my armor, to breathe freely, be okay not knowing what's going to happen next. Because this path leads me to self-love, recognizing my own worthiness as a human being, worthy of divine love and protection. And so when I pray to the Divine Mother, I say to her, I trust in your kindness and unconditional love. I don't expect anything less. I surrender. So from that moment on, no matter what happens, there is no bad situation. Even if it seems like something that I don't like, I trust that it will lead me to something better. Because if you are honest with yourself, how many times have you experienced when you truly believe that something was really good for you, whether it is a specific person or a job or anything really, and you get that thing, and then only to find out that that thing didn't really make you happy. It wasn't what you have expected, that you were disappointed, filled with regret. Right? We all have those moments. What we think is good for us, most of the time, is not actually good for us. So again, this brings me back to the very beginning of this conversation. Trying to control the situation, the result, the specific person, others' opinions of you, the what's going on in your life, cannot bring anything joyful into your life. The only moment I felt a true sense of peace was when I fully surrendered to the divine. Really recognizing my limitations, humbly accepting being in this human body. I am limited. My knowings are limited. So I humbly accept the help and guidance of the divine. Every time I let go like this, I can feel like a soft honey pouring over my body. Not sticky. It's just really like comfortable really comforting, relaxing feeling. Now I could feel like my neck was relaxing. Because I hold a lot of tension on my neck because of the anxiety that I lived with almost over a decade. So now I can finally feel like I can breathe, that I can let go, that I don't have to know everything, and I'm okay with that. And I'm ready to take off my armors, let down my guard, and accept divine help. I hope you think about the things I shared in this session, to really actively question your negative assumptions of the universe and what is really hindering you from believing in a friendly universe. And can you let that go? Can you just, for once, believe that things will work out for you? I think you can. I'm rooting for you by believing you and sending you from my heart all the good and loving energy. Please accept this. You can simply say, I accept. And may your heart be healed. And may you find a sense of worthiness that helps you to really believe in the help of the divine. Thank you so much for being here today. I loved the session. And see you soon again. Good night.